Hey y'all, what's up? And welcome back to another episode of the Healing Version Podcast. It's your host, Deborah. Y'all, I'm liking being on camera. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. You know what I'm saying? So this might be my thing. You know, y'all like my shirt? It says I need that nice R&B kind of love. What's up? But yeah, hey y'all, what's up? I hope that y'all are having an amazing day. Okay, if you're not having an amazing day, change it around. You are the author of your own race in your own life. So if it ain't going how you want it to go, do what you need to do to change it around. All right. And there was no toxic positivity. That's just, that's it. Manifestation, taking control of your destiny. You have the power to do that. Okay. All right. But yeah, I hope y'all having a great day, great week. Me, I've been doing some interviewing, trying to read this book. So I don't think I've told y'all, but I'm mentoring a 15-year-old girl. We've had one outing already. I know y'all probably like, girl, ain't you busy enough? I am, but I needed support, and I don't know, I got this energy I want to pour into somebody else. You know what I'm saying? That positive, good energy. I have a lot of great things going on for myself, and I want somebody who is needing and looking for that guidance to get it. But y'all, her dad sent me this text. And when I say I teared up, baby. Teared up. Because I'm just like, wow. You think that of me already? And I've only had one outing with her. So that's pretty much what I've been like kind of focusing on, because we made a goal, she and I. We are both reading a book, and we have been procrastinating. So we made a goal that between our first meetup and the next time we meet, which will be the end of this month, that we were going to be done with our books. And I'm like, that is an amazing goal, because now I got to hold myself accountable, because she's like, yeah, I've been reading. I'm like, I ain't gonna even lie to you, girl. I've started back reading the book, but I haven't put the time in like I need to, but I'm going to. I needed to get recording and editing out the way. I have a Father's Day episode that came out last week when y'all watch this. But the Father's Day episode that's coming out, recording was with my brother, Mr. Tavon Partlow. Hey, very, very, very awesome interview. If you have not watched it, go watch it. Okay. Educated, smart, handsome, just all the things. Nigga, yeah, I said you handsome. He is handsome, y'all. Ladies, go check him out or not. Never mind. But anyway, so let's get into this episode. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to. But I want to get into this episode. The episode today is about pride in the LGBTQ plus community, specifically how they are treated within their family dynamic. And one thing that I know is that when you have a family that's deeply rooted in church, or they have certain beliefs, they will push their gay relative out the way. Look, we don't want nothing to do with you. Now, there are some relatives, I'm not saying everybody in church, but there are some relatives, that may be in church, whatever, and they don't necessarily approve of it, but they don't treat you different. You know what I mean? Some relatives don't want nothing to do with you. They don't want you to touch them. Like if you touch them, they gay because you touched them. Those are people who really be in the closet and don't want to come out, because they, anyway. But that's what this episode is on. It's basically me going over different things that you see within the family dynamic when it comes to the LGBTQ community. So y'all, we're going to get into this episode. Y'all can check out my shirts. I need that 90s R&B kind of love. I'm really manifesting it that, y'all, because the way these Negroes been trying to play with me, anyway, that's not what this episode about. This episode is about getting y'all together and y'all getting y'all act right, because why are you treating somebody different because of who they choose to love? How is that your place to choose a person? To treat a person differently because they choose to love somebody of the same sex. That's not up to you. So we're going to get into it. All right. So first thing I like to speak about when it comes to this, I'm looking through my notes. I got my notes over here. So I told y'all last time I'll be looking over. I didn't really know if I was going to do a video recording. If y'all like the video recording, give me some feedback. I done had a couple of people like, yes. And then some of y'all ain't heard from. But I've been getting a lot of views. Like, y'all, my numbers is going up. Numbers are going up. So, hey, thank you for contributing to that. Thank you. I truly appreciate it. But yeah, we gonna get into this episode. All right, so growing up, home is supposed to be where you feel the most safe, where you feel the most love, where you get the most guidance. But for many people in the queer community, gay, lesbian, homosexual, they don't always get that love and respect and care that they deserve because of the lifestyle they've chosen. So a lot of people within the LGBTQ community, I'll just say the queer community, so I don't gotta say it. But anyway, a lot of those people knew early on what their status was, how they felt, that they like somebody of the same sex. And because of the stigmatism and because of the type of family dynamic, they stayed away from those things. They didn't allow their true feelings to come out because of their family dynamic of, no, you can't be gay. No, you gay? I'm going to beat it out of you. So I'm just going to beat you. And when I get done beating you, you're not going to be gay anymore. And I've heard a lot of Black fathers say that about their sons. So what ended up happening is you have these men out here who are really gay, but because of how their family gonna look at them, how their daddy gonna judge them, they choose to be in the closet. So a lot of them would deal with like openly gay men. Like, how many of y'all know like an openly gay dude, like you got a homeboy that's gay and he will tell you like, yeah, I mess with like some of the dudes that you would just think is straight. Okay, quick little story time. So I won't say the dynamic of this person, but this was somebody who was really close to somebody that I was close to. So I spent the night at his house. I know him. We cool. Like, I know him. He's like family. We'll say that. And very open with his gayness. Actually, he was bisexual, very open, bisexual man. And one day we had went and got him. I say we, I'm almost going to say who the person was, but one day we went and got him, and he ended up taking us to like 2-3 different dudes' houses. Now, y'all, when I seen these dudes, like if I seen them out on the street, I would not think that, oh, he's gay. I'm talking these are like your thugs, your drug dealers, dope boys, the guys who are, that you wouldn't think that was gay. And he's telling me these stories about how he done had them and what they did and all of these things. And I'm like, kidding me? Like, are you kidding me? One of the men actually had a wife. He's married, but on the back end, he's dealing with this openly gay man. And that happens because the men who are in the closet, they can't be themselves because of how they're going to be judged. I guarantee you, if it was not for the judging, more people would come out. So many people care about what others think that they do. Y'all see that? Look, representing for y'all, LGBTQ. Represent. Y'all like that? Cute, right? My tattoo, angel numbers. Don't worry about it. But back to what I was saying. A lot of those men, they stay in the closet. They don't come out. They stay in the closet. They're dealing with these openly gay men who could possibly have something and then sleep with this man who has a wife at home. And then he sleeps with his wife. And now she's contracted something because he outside playing. And then I ain't just gay people or gay men. Men can cheat with women and take stuff back to their spouse. Don't cheat. If you want to be out here slanging it, be single. Don't be out here getting involved with people and you got stuff going on. But anyway, so I said all that to kind of lay the foundation for why that's not everybody's story on why they didn't come out. Some people just, not why they didn't come out, but that's not everybody's story on I guess why they didn't come out. There's women like that too. I'll tell y'all this. I went through a whole gay feeling like I maybe want to be with a woman thing. I went through it, but I was in a state where I couldn't tell nobody because I was going to be judged. Like if I tell my mama how I feel, if I tell anybody in my family, they're going to turn their nose up at me. And So I didn't tell anybody, and it was just, I don't want to say it was just like a phase because I am attracted to women. I think women are freaking beautiful. And like, if I see a baddie, I see a baddie. So I am attracted to women. Do I think I can be in a relationship with one? I don't think I can be in a relationship with a woman. The type of desire that I want to receive, or not desire, but like the protection and the things that I desire from a man, I just feel like a woman could never give me. And that's my opinion. That's how I feel. I still think women are absolutely beautiful. There is a touch that a woman can give me that a man could never give me. Like, you ever had a woman like rub you and it just like mesmerizes you and just like take you off into like a whole nother world? That's what I get when a woman touches me. I don't get that when, I don't know. I don't know if it's like a nurturing, mothering feeling. I don't know. Maybe that's something else I need to heal from, but I don't know. It makes me escape. It makes me feel good. So, but that's my coming out story, y'all. Have I ever been with a woman? Did somebody ask that? Did they say have I ever been with a woman? Yes, I have. I've been with a woman, and I'm not ashamed of that. I was ashamed of that because I felt like people were going to judge me because I've been with a woman, and my family definitely are not going to accept that. And, it is what it is. Hope that empowered somebody to live in their truth, because you deserve to live in your truth. You don't deserve to be running around scared, got your nervous system off, your anxiety. You going through all these things because you are afraid of disappointing people in your family when they disappoint you all the time. Because the people who won't accept you for who you are usually people who don't have your back anyway. People who love you and have your back and that would do anything for you, normally they are the people who accept you for exactly who you are. They don't care who you like, who you choose to be with. It's coming out. But they're going to love you for exactly who you are. For me, for a long time, I was scared to, come out and say, how it felt. Again, I don't think I could long-term be with a woman, but yeah, a fan or whatever. All right. So let's just be honest. A person has to deal with the dynamic of not being accepted. That is traumatizing. That is a trauma in itself. Do you know how nerve-wracking it is to be trying to like hide something and not let people know like how you feel, or don't want people to find out stuff? Don't do it. It's not worth it. Somebody gonna accept you. And I got a resource that I'm going to put down here. This website you can go to and receive information. This is for the families. This is for you who's not accepting the person. You can go to this website and it has all the information you may need to be supportive to your loved one. Because like what I don't like, y'all, is that people will accept or keep secrets for child molesters, but they won't accept a gay loved one. Like, how are you running around here keeping secrets from Uncle Billy Bob when he used to touch you as a child, but you have a gay son and you disown him, but you won't disown your brother or your cousin or your uncle or whoever has touched on children, but you frown at gay people? You gay. You are choosing to be with who you want to be with. You're choosing to love who you want to love. You're choosing to be yourself and be open and be happy with that. I, Deborah, love that for you. The people who are treating you some type of way because of that don't mean you're no good anyway. And you who's treating them like that, go heal and tell on them people who've been such a kids. That's what needs to be exposed. That's what needs to be pushed out. Those are the people who don't need to be around, don't need to come to no family functions, don't need to do nothing. The ones who are child molesters, them Negroes. But y'all protect them though. Y'all let them live. Y'all protect them. Y'all don't out them or any of that. But I'm going to get off this tangent because I can go on and on about this. But I do want to share a couple of stories. I had one person write in and they said, I came out as gay when I was 17. My mom cried and said I was going to hell. My dad didn't say anything at all. It has been 6 years and I've never been invited back to a family gathering. They post Bible quotes on Facebook about love, but they haven't said my name in years. What? How dare you? It be the people who be talking about love that be practicing love in the church talking about love everybody, love thy neighbor. God loved everybody. Jesus loved everybody. Love. Those are the main people who will be like, no, we not claiming you. You're not one of us. You're not like us, making a person feel bad. Now, how you sitting up here posting Bible quotes, but you won't talk to your gay child because they gay simply and then you something they going to hell. You going Y'all be thinking y'all gonna just make it into these golden gates of heaven and be mean and ornery and hateful as hell. You're very mean. You're ornery. You're hateful. You be backbiting. You talk about people. You don't even love your own child. You think you went to the golden gates of heaven? Yeah, all right. Whatever. Y'all funny, dog. Like, for real. I don't understand that. I don't understand how you could be this, I'm gonna say it, horrible person and think you going to heaven. All right. But anyway, I won't get into the whole heaven and hell talk either. And then I had someone else write in and say, when I came out as trans, my siblings stopped calling me. My mother cried for weeks. But then one day she asked if she could take me shopping for clothes. She still messes up my pronouns, but she's trying. That means more than anything. Kudos to you, Mom. At least you're trying. Yeah, I'm not saying that this is not a hard pill to swallow. I know for some it is. It's a hard pill to swallow. It's like you have your child and when they come out, you imagine them, your daughter growing up and getting married and having kids, or your son growing up getting married and getting his wife pregnant and he decides he want a husband. So your mind and your thought of him is not happening. So now you feel some type of way. And I mean, rightfully so. Like, you plan their life out for them. So I mean, I can see the disappointment, but they don't give you the right to disown them or treat them bad or treat them any kind of wrong way because you don't agree with the lifestyle. It's just not okay. Every story isn't rejection. Some are redemption. Some are reconciliation. But it always starts with truth. Truth is, so many of the LGBTQ plus have been hurt by the people they trust the most. Those relatives, that immediate family. They can be some of the worst ones. The moms, the dads that have decided that your truth is their shame. How my truth your shame? How you ashamed because of the lifestyle and the decision I've made? This is my choice. You ashamed of it. Like, go to hell. Go to hell. Stop trying to make everything about you. Everything is not about you. You don't get to map out and make people's lives yours. And I'm going to step into something else. I'm led to say this. But if you're one of those people and you are trying to make your kids do exactly what you want them to do, cut it out. You are not the author of their race. Now, if it's something that they're getting into and you can let them know, hey, don't do that. You can, mess up your life if you're guiding them in the direction like that where they finna go off on the deep end. But if they already have plans and things that they want to do that's going to make them happy, who are you to try to ruin that or tell them, no, you're going to go be a doctor? Because I was a doctor and you don't get to tell them that. You don't get to make their decisions for them. I mean, you can, but then you have some miserable child. And y'all parents, they be super, super strict. Y'all be creating sneaky children. Now you got sneaky over here. I don't know about y'all, but I want to know what my kids are doing. I want them to be comfortable enough to tell me stuff. Doesn't mean that I'm going to allow them to do everything. But some of y'all be all the strict girls, all the girls who had strict parents were the ones that got pregnant first. They were the middle school pregnant girls. Freshmen, they were the pregnant girls. Now, granted, I got pregnant in high school, but I had an apartment and lived with my man too. So this wasn't no sneaking nothing. No, I was really out here grown. For real. No shade. So that ain't had nothing to do with the conversation, but I just want to say that. So the next thing that I like to go into and talk about is the weight of rejection, how rejection weighs down, how it makes people feel. When your family rejects you or even ignores you, it plants this quiet seed of I'm not enough. I'm not enough, or they don't love me because of my choices, because of who I choose to be with. Then as the person going to different friendships, relationships, jobs, whatever, they carry that with them. they start to see that in themselves and lose confidence. And but that can lead to depression, anxiety, all of those things that one doesn't deserve to go through. So keep that in mind. Like, keep in mind what you are doing to the mental of the person that you are choosing to close out because they're making choices to do what they want to do. Just know that it's not your choice. It's not up to you to guide a person through life, whether it's their sexual orientation, the school they choose to go to, any of that. Your job is to love and protect. And that's all you should be worried about. You should be worried about loving and protecting that child. And so because this is happening and because people are going through these type of things, healing is needed. Remember, I always tell y'all, when we have a problem, we're going to also have a solution. So I'm going to give y'all a solution. I'm going to tell y'all some of the things y'all can do. And first thing is the website right here that I showed earlier. Go to this website and get some information on how to deal with the loved one that you are not accepting. All right. So you don't always have to deal with the family that you're born into. A lot of times they are just so, and I don't want y'all to think that I don't think there's no healthy families out there. I know there are people who have healthy family dynamics, and I love that for y'all. This series, this conversation today is for the people who are struggling to get there, who don't know how to communicate or have a loving family dynamic. If you have a loving family dynamic and you want to come on the healing version, a child is texting me. I'm going to turn my ring off. How's my phone on airplane mode and I'm still getting text messages? You know what? I can't wait to get my studio where I can just shut everything. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp, your online therapy solution. I'm going to be real with y'all. Therapy changed everything for me. Just having someone to talk to who's trained to help me and unpack life and reflect without judgment, that was powerful. BetterHelp is an online therapy platform that makes getting started easy. You fill out a quick questionnaire and get matched with a licensed therapist within a few days. And say you get matched with a therapist and they're not a good fit for you. You can switch at any time at no extra cost. So if you are ready to start your own healing journey, visit betterhelp.com/the healing version to get 10% off your first month. Again, that's betterhelp.com/the healing version. Thank you. Think I'll shut everybody out. Y'all like my little background aesthetic, but I'm ready to have my studio that I can go to, unlock the door, go in, ain't nobody in there but me. I ain't gotta tell the kids be quiet and all that stuff. I know I got off the subject, but the phone dinging just threw me off. But anyway, so if you've been rejected by your family, here are some ways you can start to heal. Find a chosen family. Sometimes the people you love most or share greatness with does not share the same DNA. So find you a family of people who love you and accept you. I found that online. This is a real thing, y'all. Like I say all the time, some of the most supportive people in my life I've never met. And true freaking statement. Another thing that you can do is therapy. Find someone that can help affirm you, can give you that reassurance that you may need, that push. Therapists are strangers. They don't have any biases. They don't know you. So when you go in to talk to a therapist, this is something brand new. You don't know this person. They don't know you. They're going to give you the honest opinion, and they're trained professionals. If you are interested in therapy, click this link. This is a link to BetterHelp. You can get a licensed therapist, talk to them. And I had a therapist through BetterHelp. Great choice. Love it. And I ain't gonna hold y'all. The first therapist I had, so I changed and got a therapist that I actually liked. And you can do that at no cost. So keep that in mind. All right. But back to y'all. Write a letter. I told y'all when I'm going through stuff, I have journals. Yeah, I can show y'all stuff now. We're on camera, but I have one of my journals around here, but it's a pretty thick journal. Here it is. Y'all, look how thick it is. Get you a journal. Write down how you feel or write a letter. You can write a letter to yourself. You can write a letter to the person who made you feel how you feeling. Write a letter, right? A lot of times those feelings just need to come out. and cry. This full moon been having me emotional. I cried like 3 times today. Ain't even gonna hold y'all. I cried like 3 times. Get it out. Crying is a therapy. It is a releasing of toxins, emotions that you need to get out. Cry, scream, whatever you need to do. Get it out. Reparent yourself. And by that, it means be the parent your younger self needed. Speak love to your inner child. Baby, that's something I've been working on. Speaking to that little girl, telling her it's okay. We safe now, Bookie Butt. We are safe. We good. Yeah, it's so much peace in this healing journey. I love it so much. But then some days it be hard. I ain't gonna hold you. When you go through those emotions, because I'm an empath. So I be emotional, y'all. I told y'all this full moon been having me crying. Do those things. Journaling, reparent yourself, talking to a therapist, take time for yourself, celebrate yourself, and find those people who will have your back. It ain't got to be family. It ain't got to be family, y'all. Do y'all know how many people we moving out of town, moving to different states, and meet a whole new group of people that they just not meeting because they moved to this new state and they have like a whole family dynamic of people who love and support them? I am for that. I used to be like, no new friends, no new friends. No, send me all the supportive, caring friends. I want them. I want them. Yes. Y'all hear that? Supportive, caring, healing, emotionally available men. But yeah, all right. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the family. I'm getting back on y'all because this is what it's about. I advocate for you. I love you, the people who are part of the LGBTQ community. I am an advocate. I love y'all. If you need somebody to talk to, you can come talk to me. Reach out to me. Because I'm one of those people, like, I don't care what you choose to do. As long as you're not out here hurting people, unaliving people, doing things like that, hey, we're good to go. Who you choose to love ain't got nothing to do with me. And until people realize that, and once y'all realize that and grab hold of that, you gonna be all right. Because you running your blood pressure up, worried about what this person doing. Saying they ain't got nothing to do with you. It don't make you look no type of way. If you're worried about what other people think, like outside of your home, so you're disowning, you're not treating your child right because of how pastor gonna look at it, how the neighbor, how this person, you already worried about the wrong stuff. You're already on the wrong page. Okay? Get with the program. Get it together. It's not okay. We're not doing that. We loving, we caring, we looking out for our folks. Okay? Gay, homosexual, trans, we loving our people. If something was to happen to that person, say you never get to see or talk to them again, are you going to be okay with that, knowing that you disown them because of who they chose to be? You know what I'm saying? Like, they chose themselves and now you mad. Get it together, okay? Like, I want people to be honest. Like I said at the beginning, the men out here DLing, messing with people behind their wives' back. Like, I would rather that man to be out and be who he truly is and just be out here living his true self, his true purpose, what he feel, rather than putting on this facade and faking and marrying a woman. He don't even like women. Now he done married this woman and he out here playing with her health and her. Now, family, if you're listening, if you're the parent, the auntie, the cousin, the sibling of someone who's in the LGBTQ community, they are part of you, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, they're part of you. So listen to me. It's not too late to love them. It's not. It's not too late to love your loved one. Hey, do some research. Find out what they truly are. Ask questions. Sometimes y'all just run with it. Y'all don't even ask questions. You don't even try to figure out like what the person's going through, how they got there. A lot of people, not all people who are gay, but a lot of gay people were molested as children. Somebody molested them and they decided from whatever trauma response that now they're gay. I've talked to a lot of gay men who say that they were molested by like a woman. And I think a lot of little boys get overlooked because they're like, can you really get molested? Can somebody really R-word you as a little boy? And the answer is yes. The little boys get violated and people look over it because they're like, you a boy, you probably liked it. You got some. That's another thing that I want to talk about, and I'm going to talk about in my molestation episode, and that is men being molested as like teenagers, but because somebody made them feel like they was a man because they slept with a 20-some-year-old woman, they don't look at it as molestation. No, you were taken advantage of. You were 15, 16, she was 23. You were taken advantage of, whether you want to accept it for that or not. But this is not the episode for that, but I wanted to say that. Y'all disowning them whole time. Y'all done neglected them and somebody done did something to them as a child. All right. So maybe you said the wrong thing. Maybe you turned them away. Now she want to go out. Child. So some of the things that you can do moving forward to regain a relationship with your loved one. That's if you want a relationship. If you gonna be playing on folks' face and you don't want a relationship, don't do none of what I'm saying. Just leave them alone. Because I promise you they are way better off and peaceful rather than have somebody being fake. Okay, so apologize. Definitely apologize. Speak your piece. Say what's going on, where you went wrong, whatever. And don't do it on some holier than thou. Well, I know what's best for you, and the Lord said, and the Bible said, and this said, and this said. No, be real, be true. Come through, apologize from the heart. Mean what you say and say what you mean, and just be 100. And do it with love. Let them know you care about them. Again, y'all don't have to agree with what the person's doing. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is treating a person bad or disowning them because of who they choose to love is horrible. That's wow. It's bizarre. It's diabolical. So that's all I'm saying. Who you want somebody to be to you. How about that? That's one of my life things. That's one of the things that I live by. I treat people how I want to be treated. So when people on the phone and I work in customer service. So if I'm on the phone with somebody and they upset, I know I'll be calling a place and not be upset, but hey, what you're not going to do is disrespect me. But I just treat the person like I want somebody to treat me if I'm upset. Like, because I'm upset don't mean you can be upset. If y'all playing with my money, my bill wrong or something, I can be upset. I'm not going to disrespect you, call you out your name, scream and yell at you, but I can be upset. You're still supposed to be professional. And a lot of people cannot do that in customer service. They cannot. Calm down. Don't take it personal. This is my bill. You're not paying it. But anyway, educate yourself, family. Educate. Go to their website, PFLAG. You don't have to understand everything. It's not for you to always understand. It's more so for you to step back, explore, learn, listen, ask questions. Yeah. And show up in love. Show up in love, show up in kindness. Be proud. Y'all, speaking of being proud, this picture right here, I saw this picture online and it just made my heart happy. This is what I'm talking about. The love, the support, the honor. You don't have to be that person, but it'd be nice if you were. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. It's cute. It's like, you don't have to be that person, but think about your loved one. Think about them. Think about how they would want one to be in this situation. So I don't know, if you love your child, you love your relative, whoever they is, you think it's important to be there for them, then you should be there. Don't let pride be the reason your child stopped calling. Let pride be the reason you start loving more boldly. Happy Pride Month, y'all. All right. So to all my LGBTQ plus community and loved ones listening, because I believe I have some gay loved ones. I don't know. I think because I'm gay a little bit, my gaydar be on, so I can tell when people be gay. So never. But I can tell. So I know I have gay loved ones. I know that there are gay people in my family, but they probably would never come out because of how they're going to be judged. I'm here to tell y'all, I don't care what you do in life. People are always going to have something to say. Love who you love and be who you choose to be, who you are. Be your true self. Live in your truth, whatever that looks like. And if you need support, I'm here to support you. I support you. 100. Just know that you're seen. I support you. I love you. I advocate for you. You're sacred and you are not alone. This Pride Month, and every month, I hope you feel deeply worthy and loved. And if you don't, come find me. Come find me. All right. I don't want anybody to feel less than or feel like they don't belong. They don't belong here because of the way that they're being treated and the fact that they have to hide. Again, that's like a disease building up in the body. Not being able to be yourself, not being able to truly flourish, and you're bottling all that up. For what? To make some people happy that's gonna judge you anyway? They don't care. I don't care what you do. People who are like super judgmental, they gonna judge you for the job. They gonna judge you for the school you choose to go to. They'll judge you for the food you pick off the menu. They would judge you for going out to eat. Like, can't you just cook at home? Like, can't you mind your damn business? So people are always going to judge you. Be who you are. Be authentically you. Get into that mode of not caring what other people think. You don't have to be rude or mean with it. That's not what I'm saying. But be in such a space that you can truly be you and love who you want to love and not care what anybody say. So I encourage you to do that. For those of you who are learning how to love better, it's still time to choose love, to choose to be in the family or in the life of that loved one. So I hope that y'all have an amazing day. I hope that you choose love. I hope that you choose you and you choose happiness. Happy Pride Month, y'all. Have a good one. Bye now.